Hey everyone, it's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. I posted an announcement today of an open letter that we wrote this morning to Zohran Mamdani, who is a candidate for New York City mayor. As many of you are aware, we are the largest New York City retiree organization in the city, and we are the largest retiree organization in the state. And we also have a coalition of retiree organizations, not just around the state of New York, who are also municipal state workers, municipal city workers, quasi-state workers. We also have a coalition of retirees nationwide. And that is because that these predatory tactics taken against retirees in retirement, against their earned and vested benefits, trying to strip them away from Medicare benefits and diminish other benefits in retirement, has to stop. So when it is election time, it is responsible of residents to make sure that they're holding their elected officials or the candidates that want to be elected in specific offices accountable. And then this is where we get involved time and time again. So I want to make sure everyone understands Zohran Mamdani is a current sitting New York State Assemblyman. He is a state assemblyman in the state of New York. Our legislation is currently in the state, and it's been there for 2 years. He is not on legislation right now that would protect vested health benefits, the federal public health benefit of Medicare and whatever supplemental plan that the municipality would have given that retiree in retirement. He is not on that bill. We have a city bill that he is not supportive of either. And he believes that if he was mayor, it wouldn't be needed. The problem is when he's not mayor, why should a retiree constantly have to fight? So I want you to listen to my letter that we wrote to him today, and there will be more on this. And I want to share with you what's happening, because while he's basically running to every camera that will listen to him, that he is a victim of something horrible, whether it's hatred or Islamophobia or whatever, he's not recognizing that his own followers are doing to the New York City retirees exactly what he's complaining is happening to him. So if he wants to take that seriously, he should be speaking to us, first of all. And he should make sure that the people that he's working with, when he says on a campaign slogan that New York is not for sale and neither is he, you have to ask the question, why is he not meeting with the largest retiree organization in the city of New York, of which he wants to be mayor of? And if he's not bought, and if he's not owned, or if he's not in someone's pocket, or if he's not currying someone's favor, then why won't he speak with the retirees? Everyone thinks the only issue we have is Medicare Advantage. That's not the only issue an older New Yorker has. And it tells you how narrow-minded and they just want to dismiss you for no apparent reason, because they don't want to know your issue. And I'll tell you why. If he's not bought, if New York is not bought, if he's not bought, then why won't he speak with us? And I'll tell you why. Because the two largest unions in the city that tried to sell off a retiree's healthcare benefit are on his team. Michael Mulgrew, United Federation of Teachers, Henry Garrido, District Council 37, my former union. Also, Bill de Blasio, who was the architect of this plan, with Dean Foulihan, who was also Mayor de Blasio's deputy mayor as well as OMB director, is also on Zohran's team. So why would Zohran want to work with us? Not want to work with us? I'll tell you why. Because all of them are on his side. And Henry Garrido, if you all remember, you can Google this in the Daily News, threatened any elected official, including Zohran Mamdani, that if they supported a New York City retiree, they would withdraw their support, their financial support, and their campaign support to their election. And to prove it, we actually have the minutes from the meeting in which they said it. Yes, they had the audacity to actually put that in print and send it to hundreds of people. So if you don't think it's real, there was even audio of a meeting that was taken that was sent to us to back up that statement, and that was also appeared in the Daily News. So if you don't think that Zohran is already bought, I don't understand this. You want to work with him? Yes, we do. We want to work with him. We're being accused of hating him. No, I don't hate him. I don't even know the guy. Why? Because he won't give us the time of day. And yet he wants to run for one of the highest elected positions in the city of New York. So I have a radio show to produce in about a half an hour. I'm going to read my letter, and then I'm going back to work. So here's my statement to Zohran Mamdani, if he is listening. Dear Zohran, you speak about fighting against hate, combating racism, Islamophobia, and injustice. And I respect that. But I must ask, do our values not extend to older New Yorkers? Our organization represents more than 250,000 Medicare-eligible retired city workers and their teachers and nurses and police officers and firefighters and EMTs and paramedics and public servants who keep New York running and kept it running through every single crisis in the city. The same civil servants who you will need to trust you if you're elected and wish to execute your plans for safety, education, and development. You have heard our concerns and our requests that you include retirees in your vision in the city. When I have respectfully replied to your posts about the silence from you towards older New Yorkers, I have been attacked by your own followers with cruel ageism. This is some of the things that they said. Let me show you. Literally, no one cares about you. Shut up, you stupid woman. I'm not the one making incoherent statements, Grandma. And 9/11 is over, stupid. And don't you have a shuffleboard game to go to? Yes, those are actual statements that were on Twitter by Zohran followers. These comments aren't just offensive, they reveal a troubling double standard. You condemn hate when it's directed at you, and when it's aimed at seniors, you say nothing. Your silence sends a message that this behavior is acceptable by your campaign. And instead, you could explain to older New Yorkers that they didn't, to your younger followers, that older New Yorkers didn't cause the challenges young people face today, because that's another comment, that it's all our fault. Are you scared of losing a vote from a young, vocal supporter? We have our own struggles with healthcare and housing and protecting the benefits that we earned within decades of our service to this city. We deserve respect and a voice in shaping the policies that affect our lives. That was always a problem. As you might see behind me somewhere, I have a poster from Shirley Chisholm that if you don't have a seat at the table, bring your own folding chair. And this is what we constantly have to keep doing. If you want to be mayor for all New Yorkers, that must include elderly and disabled New York City retirees and their residents. Dismissing us or allowing your supporters to demean us is not progress, it's prejudice. Leadership means practicing what you preach. It means listening to every community, not just the ones that fit neatly into your social media narrative. So I ask you directly, why are you not engaging with the largest retiree organization in the state of New York? Why are you silent when your supporters spew hate and ageism towards older New Yorkers? How can we believe in your message of compassion if it excludes the very people who built this city? Zohran, you may soon have the platform to unite generations, but please use it not to divide, but to listen, to learn, and to lead with empathy. So far, we have seen no inclusive proof of that. Andrew Cuomo has been the lead on this one. Respectfully, Mary Ann Pizzatola, president of the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. Now, in closing, because I have to go to work, this is not the way to run a campaign. And if you want to attack people or let your followers attack us for simply asking you, why are you ignoring us? Why are you not addressing the concerns that older New Yorkers have? I think you need a reflection moment to understand what you are doing to not only the largest retiree organization in the state, the largest retiree organization in the city, but one of the largest voting blocs in the state of New York. And if you want them on your side, that's not really the way to do it. You are leaving votes on the table, potential votes on the table, because you're not even having the communication. Friday, you were welcome to join us on my Friday Night Live, which I do every single Friday, and sit and talk with my members until every one of their questions is answered. And I've been doing this for 4.5 years, every single Friday. That might be something you could learn from, because you can't be the mayor for all of the people if you're not speaking with all of the people. And for someone who runs an organization of 250,000 Medicare eligible retirees, and these are people over 65 and the disabled, my oldest retiree is 104. and another 300,000 under 65 retirees. My organization is larger than most unions. And you may want to understand how I got here, which was a grassroots organization that was founded in the middle of a pandemic. And we had to raise millions of dollars to protect ourselves because no one would. And all the architects of the harm that we have suffered for the last 4.5 years are on your team. So, do I have a seat at your table to have a conversation with you? Or do you basically abandon 500,000 New York City retirees? I'll leave that question for you to answer. You know how to get in touch with me because I've been emailing Elle and Louise, and so is our lobbyist. And we've been trying to communicate with your organization for 10 months. I'm going to work now. Have a great afternoon, everyone. And thanks for listening to my message. I'm not going to take questions today, but I will take your questions Friday on my Friday Live. And you are always free to message me at our website below, and I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. But right now, I have a radio show on WBAI, Labor and Healthcare Confidential, where I am going next. So have a great day, everyone, and I love you. Ciao.
Don't speak what you don't understand. The truth is not in your command. Don't shout about what you think is fake. The decision isn't yours to make. Don't lie about the way things are. Tall tales will